What if I told you the world's longest continuous civilization invented paper, fireworks, and even the compass, centuries before the West caught up? A civilization so vast and ancient, its story reshaped the world over and over again. This is the rise, fall, and rise again of China. China's story begins along the Yellow River over 4,000 years ago. The earliest known dynasty, the Xia, remains partly mythical, but the Shang dynasty around 1600 BCE left clear archaeological evidence with bronze tools, oracle bones, and early forms of writing. They were followed by the Zhou dynasty, which introduced the idea of the mandate of heaven, the belief that rulers were chosen by divine will but could be overthrown if they lost virtue. As Zhou authority weakened, regional states fought for power, an era known as the Warring States period. But from the chaos rose Qin Shi Huang, who in 221 BCE unified China under the Qin dynasty. He standardized weights, laws, currencies, and built the first version of the Great Wall. He was buried with thousands of life-size terracotta warriors, a symbol of China's imperial might. But the Qin fell quickly. Harsh rule led to rebellion, and a new dynasty emerged. The Han dynasty from 206 BCE to 220 CE became one of China's most glorious eras. It expanded borders, developed the Silk Road trade, and fostered art, astronomy, and Confucian philosophy. This was China's first golden age, so influential that even today, many Chinese still refer to themselves as Han people. But like all great empires, the Han collapsed under internal corruption and external invasions. For centuries, China was divided into competing kingdoms. But in 581 CE, the Sui dynasty briefly reunited China, laying the groundwork for what came next, the Tang dynasty. The Tang dynasty from 618 to 907 marked a cultural and technological renaissance. Chang'an, its capital, became the largest and most cosmopolitan city on Earth. Buddhism flourished. Poetry reached new heights. After the Tang came the Song dynasty, which saw major innovations: gunpowder, movable printing, and the magnetic compass. Economy and trade flourished, but military weakness left it vulnerable. In the 13th century, Genghis Khan and his Mongol armies swept across Asia. His grandson Kublai Khan founded the Yuan dynasty in China. While Mongols ruled, they maintained many Chinese institutions. Marco Polo visited during this era, writing glowing accounts of the empire's wealth. But resentment simmered, and soon native Chinese revolted. The Ming dynasty from 1368 to 1644 restored Han Chinese rule. They rebuilt the Great Wall, sponsored grand voyages under Zheng He, and developed one of the most advanced bureaucracies in the world. But isolationist policies and internal decay made China vulnerable once again. In 1644, the Qing dynasty, led by Manchu rulers from the north, took power. They expanded China to its largest territorial extent, but faced growing pressure from the west. The Opium Wars, unequal treaties, and internal rebellions weakened the empire. By 1912, after over 2,000 years of imperial rule, the last emperor abdicated, and China became a republic. The early 20th century was chaotic. Civil war broke out between nationalists and communists. In 1949, Mao Zedong declared the founding of the People's Republic of China. Mao's rule brought massive change, from land reforms to disastrous campaigns like the Great Leap Forward and the Cultural Revolution. After Mao's death, Deng Xiaoping introduced economic reforms that transformed China into one of the world's largest economies. Today, China stands as a global superpower, a fusion of ancient tradition and rapid modernization. If you enjoyed this journey through China's incredible history, please like, subscribe to InfoMate, and share your thoughts in the comments below.